Okay, hello everyone. Today is 27th of August 2024. It is around 11:45 a.m. here. All right, what do we have this week? This week we have quite a little bit of like no news almost. We only have two major big items, right? The major one is, of course, the unemployment claim. We have a little bit of consumer confidence, but I think the bigger one gonna be an unemployment claim, and the another one is going to be this core PCE. All right, as you already know, last weekend, right, or last week, we have Powell speeches on Jackson Hole. He talked about the potential pivoting already. So, actually, we have already aware that Federal Reserve is about to pivot for almost a year already, right? But it was last Friday was the only time that he kind of verbally admitted. Okay, so I think that is going forward, the market is in September, I think it's very likely they're gonna cut the rate. Okay, so let's talk about the rate cut potentiality here. So from the Fed Watch 2, they will be meeting on 18 and 19 of September. Singapore is 19, for them is 18. All right, so on September is potentially they will be cutting 25 basis point. I mean, 0.25%, right? There are some speculation about that, they may be cutting 50 basis point, but the percentage is rather low. Just one thing we can be quite assured is that the rate cut is almost a certainty now. All right, because it's 71% already is there, right? 29, 30% or 39% is almost on the 50% rate cut. Okay, one of the reasons is that we still got a little bit of a gap between now and the rate decision time. Okay, as you already know, we still have a little bit of a few more, like almost 3 weeks in between. Okay, let's talk about next week. Yeah, next week. Okay, hang on. Next week we have pretty much on the non-farm payroll. So basically, we have a major job data coming up next week. Right? How about the next 2 weeks time? Right, next 2 weeks we have a CPI and PPI data, and only then the third week itself we will be having a FOMC rate decision. So it's like things are really like leading toward this rate decision like that. So this week going to be a bit mellower, right? Because if you compare to next week and the next 2 weeks data, this week is, I would say, is a little bit not so important data by then. All right, so yep, this week will be a bit slow in my opinion. So don't take it like, I don't expect the market to move too much, just like what they did on last week. So this is there's some expectation that we need to adjust a little bit here. So okay, so let's start the individual pairs together. First of all, let's start with the British pound. All right, so British pound, all the pair against US dollars were pretty rush or pretty up recently, right? You can see the market was really going up higher. All right, market going up higher, and there was a leading into it. There was quite a nice decent volume as well. A sub on the last Thursday, right? The volume is quite a little bit narrower, but Friday was kind of like a bigger volume. So I think what is happening right now is that if the person trying to like buy on the Friday or so, I think it's a little bit late in my opinion, and potentially is due for maybe a minor pullback. All right, minor pullback, and moreover, you look at the retail percentage is pretty on the high side, right? Retail percentage are pretty on the high side, so I would say it is getting a bit more expensive for us to chase on the buy side now. All right, so yesterday, which is last Monday, right, you can see the price action was a little bit going lower already. So I think this is the kind of price action show up because of there's no news buyers are really pushing the market, right? No news buyers are really pushing the market, so that's the reason why market make a minor pullback. I think market will likely to go back to this region, which is around like a 1.31 is this kind of region. So if you really want to buy, I think this is where you should be waiting again. All right, or another one is here. So my take for now is that no hurry to buy in. If you want to buy in, you have to wait a little bit at the lower level. I think they might be due for a pullback. Okay, just to make sure you're aware that our trend is still pretty much on the upside. So if you want to stay with the trend, wait and buy. Okay, if you want to short it down, you can do it as well. But please be very fast. Okay, you short and you move a very tight wide stop loss, or if you short it out and without the no stop loss is very I would say is a very dangerous here. Okay, another one is Euro US dollars. Okay, all those things against US dollars are more or less the same here. Okay, you can see they used last Friday. They use Powell speeches to to sort of like bring everybody in or whip people out. because you see, before power speech, right, market make a very good swing here. They even take 1 days to, bring it down lower. So whoever shot it down, expecting power speech will, bring the market lower. So, and they were likely to put a stop loss here, right? So what happened? Last Friday, they bring the market to really stop that out already. So that was it's like a price trap per se, right? So going forward, I think market will continue to be a bit more weak a little bit, in my opinion. Okay, I repeat again, potentially pulling back only. Down all the way to the downside, I don't think so. So, if you really want to go with the trend, stay on the support level to buy back in. So like, for example, now it's like 1.117, 1.116. If you really want to go in with the flow, you may want to take a look to potential buy at 1.11 region. Okay, this is on Euro. Okay, Aussie and New Zealand also roughly the same. All right, so this week you can take a break, or you can take it slow, something like that. Don't expect market to move too much this week, in my opinion. Okay, leading into the September 18th, I think next week and the week after next will be pretty much bullish, in my opinion. Aussie also quite similar. Market just kind of like a rolling over, or just making a bit of a pullback here, in my opinion. Okay, same thing. I think sooner or later they were likely to go back up. So Aussie was a very good support region. This is a very obvious one here, which is around 0.675, this kind of level. So if you want to buy, I think that would be the better place for you to take a look for you to buy, in my opinion. Okay, so I repeat on them. Market is overall stay quite bullish. I think maybe they will like to do a bit of pullback only. So if you want to buy, obviously I think waiting will be the right choice here, in my opinion. Okay, let's take a look on gold. Okay, gold last last Monday, we have a bit of like a nice pullback going on here. All right, you can see here, they used yesterday, the quiet Monday, to really swing a lot of people out. Now it's like pulling right back, and they are going back down, in my opinion. I think what they are trying to do is they are trying to do a minor pullback. All right, so this is not a real good time for us to like majorly long or majorly short at this moment. Basically, what this market is doing right now, they're just trying to swing around, in my opinion. So you see now is a bearish candle, right? I think they would like to go here first, right? For example, like 2490, this kind of stuff. All right, so if you want to buy, I think the first point of interest will be 2490. Another of interest will be somewhere around 247 to 2480, in my opinion. So immediate action, if you really want to do something, I mean, you don't buy for sure. You can short it down until like this kind of level. But also same time, if you want to short it down, you make sure you're aware of the current situation. Market stay pretty much on the uptrend. So a bit 10 against you, you might have to move in with the proper decent stop loss and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm expecting gold to be a little bit weaker for now. I think it should go back to this 2480, 2490, this kind of level. Okay, not a good level for us to buy in right now. Silver will be the same. Okay, you can see a very nice doji candle show up here. Okay, what do I mean by doji? Doji is basically on that yesterday, right? Market open here. They go up quite high, and they have a very nice selling coming in, so they cannot go up further, and they go down lower, and they have a lot of buyer coming in, then they have to go into the middle. So this is the like a very balanced kind of condition at this moment. So possibly market is like taking a rest from this push up as well. So currently I think they're going into the sideways action, in my opinion. So it's neutral will be the better watch here. Okay, all right, and let's talk about the US market. All right. Okay. US market also very similar, right? US market also similar. They use forward speeches to really whip a lot of people out, right? You can see here. Let me show you. So you see they use 1 day to thinking the market is going to go lower. So people expect market, go lower. They sell it down. I think easily they'll put the stop loss here, right? So last Friday came, right? They bring the price up higher to whoever shot it down to stop them out. And another thing level is here, right? You can see here, this is a very good swing level. So a lot of people will put the stop loss here as well. So they use this to really stop them out as well. So I think market have already kind of like achieved his intention. I think likely they will likely to go sideways here, in my opinion. All right. So they may use another attempt to bounce it up again, and we have to see. All right. As of right now, I think going sideways is potentially possible here. All right. Then let's talk about Bitcoin here. Okay, Bitcoin also is a bit of like making a pullback right now. All right, you can see there was quite a strong pullback yesterday. I think it is in line with the 65,000 resistance level around this region. You see, they could not manage to break higher than 65,000, and now they are making around to the downside. So whereas the next support is somewhere here, 62.3, and eventually it's around 61,000 level in my opinion. So I think Bitcoin also, if you really want to buy, you will need to wait it out a little bit more in my opinion. No hurry to long a lot of them. You can see here we are at this control region. All right, we are at this control region. That's why market could not manage to break up higher, 63, 64 level. So the next level that it can go is around 60k at this moment. All right, so 61 to 60k at this moment. So I think in terms of crypto, I think we should take a step back a little bit. I think it can go back to 61k, this kind of level first. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. Apparently, after the big news or big announcement last week, I think market is going to take it a little bit slow this week. And moreover, like I said, the market don't have much of the news going on right now. So this week, if you want to take a break, it's up to you. All right, I don't think market will have a very big move today. Very big this week. Most likely, maybe they may due for a pullback. All right. So, well, sometime if market doesn't move so much, you don't have to force ourselves to, take a trade. The bigger move shall coming in leading to September 19, like for example, like next week, we have a FOMC, right? And week after next, we have a CPI and PPI. So just for a way to conclude, yeah, I think how the Federal Reserve will cut, whether will it be 0.25 or 0.5, or will be very much depend on what this CPI and PPI data print 1 week before the rate decision. Okay, because as you know, this Federal Reserve is very much the data dependent. So they were definitely looking at this. How bad, how good, based on this, I think they're gonna impact significantly on the rate decision. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I will upload this video in YouTube. Please help me make sure like, subscribe, and put a comment as well. Please share it in our Facebook as well. Thank you very much. And yeah, see you again on Thursday. All right. Bye-bye.